Hey kids, doing a bit of a marathon. I'm a little bit behind on horror movies, and I usually write up a blog of top 10. I did top 5 one year. I'm doing pretty good, but checked out this movie on Shudder called Birth, Rebirth, directed by, I believe she's the first time feature director. She's done a lot of shorts, named Laura Moss, and I do believe she has a career at this. This movie stars Judy Reyes, who was on the TV show Scrubs. And where am I here? Yeah, she plays a single mother, nurse, whose daughter is sick in the morning. She drops her off at a neighbor's while she goes to work. She's very busy, and her phone drops in the toilet, so she doesn't find out that her daughter is dead by the end of her work day. She is transferred to the morgue, where it is alerted, her presence is alerted to Rose, who's a doctor of pathology who works in the lab or in the morgue, and she ends up deciding to steal the body. Why? She's been working pretty much as a mad scientist. In fact, somebody accuses her of mad scientists being a mad scientist late in the movie, but she's been basically trying to develop a cure for death, and she tries to make it look like the daughter was transferred to a different facility, and they did a screw up, and when the mother tries to find where the daughter is, she can't find her. She eventually and this ends up being a bit of a surprise and a nice twist on the story. She tracks down where Rose lives and is able to gain access to the apartment and finds her daughter alive, not conscious, but alive in a hospital bed in the apartment. She, being a nurse and seeing the hope, decides to work with Rose to continue the recovery. Of course, Rose is a scientist, and her attitude is, this is an experiment. But, she sees the emotion from the mother and does her best to work with that. Rose is an excellent character. Marin Ireland plays her. The Wicked and the Dead, or what is that called? The Dead and the Wicked? She was in great movie. Mixing up the title. Okay. But yeah, she plays, if you can imagine it, the dark and the wicked, an empty man. she's kind of like Sheldon Cooper, but female and a pathologist, and she comes up with, the idea of curing death, which is something that Sheldon Cooper might come up with if he was a pathologist instead of a physicist. Yeah, she's very quirky. There's no humor until they get together, and there's some humor in there. And there's so many complications and such that pop up. In truth, I think this movie's a little bit too long, and I wish it kind of had a better pace to it. But the concept is great. It's really well executed. It's essentially a schlock concept, because it seems like most schlock movies, the bargain basement type of movies, were derived from, Frankenstein movies, mad scientists and such, and this is it has this really nice human drama going on. It's, just like the Godzilla -1 movie has a great drama in it. There's also that in this. It's just the structure could have been better to help with the pacing. The actresses are great, Judy Reyes, but Marin Ireland, I wish a movie like this would have Oscar consideration, because she's just brilliant in this role. Uh, like I said, it's really more Sheldon Cooper than, you know, uh, the Reanimator, Herbert West. He's very quirky, but it really is kind of a Sheldon Cooper type of thing. But yeah, Laura Moss directed this, and I think she has a great future if she definitely wants to do this type of movie, or even a straight drama. I saw this on Shudder. This is also playing on other services. AMC Plus, of course, YouTube, Roku channel, Amazon Prime. Those were all first, if you have the subscription. That's one of the movies I've watched to cram it in the last minute. Until next time, stay safe and always have a good time. Bye now.